is stinky. We will tell y'all that story after I say, let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Alright, what's I can tell you?
Oh, yeah!
Let's go, baby! Woo!
Boy, we got a funny story to tell you.
Oh, God.
Good morning and welcome to the Street Carne Asada Taco Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. We are so happy to have y'all with us. First of all, thank you very much for 12 years. We plan to keep this going as long as we can because there are only a couple shows out there that last this long. And even with all the stops and starts and the changes, different guests coming on, different co-hosts, Cole Johnson is still one of my executive producers. Don't get it twisted. He just has his own thing called The Morning Shift, which is a fabulous show. Check it out when you get a chance.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to start this out by thanking Shane and thanking my buddy from Chicago, Victor Locke, who has always been there to press me forward, especially when I was battling depression. And there are some days I still get it, but I got these guys with me. I got my beautiful wife, Jody. I got lots of friends that say, you can shape this up and make $1 million off of it. I said, what about 10 times that? They said, yeah, you shape it up and do it right. You can, and you can have this all over the country. We are all over the country, audibly in Indianapolis, in my hometown of Chicago, and we're also on air in Arizona, and there may be a second station in my hometown that'll pick us up. So watch for and listen for that. Wherever you are watching in the region, across the nation, and around the world, wherever you are watching, wherever you are listening, we say thanks to you for getting us to our 12th season of this show. And let me come to Victor. Victor, when we started this long time ago, we didn't know what the hell we were doing. We just knew we wanted to talk sports, and we got a platform to do it. And man, I gotta thank you, Victor, first and foremost, my buddy from my hometown of Chicago. It has been one hell of a ride to get to this point.
And it's gonna be a long one hell of a ride to continue, because starting out in just a small little studio in Chicago State University, and then picking it up over at your house in the living room, and now here we are on StreamYard, now in 12 seasons, and whatever rendition it was, from sports section to Snowman in the Morning, here we are.
Yes, here we are. Here we are. Thank you to the fans that attach to us, that know that we bring the best and most honest sports talk to the fans. And when I met Shane, he asked me that question, and it was a hard question at first. And I simply told him I want to bring the best sports talk to the fans. And Shane said, I'm aboard. I'm all about it. Let's do it. And here we are, man. Here we are. And I love it. And we love y'all for supporting us. First hour presented in part, of course, by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And that's one thing that I'm working on is to get a lot more graphics up here and to make sure that the fans are catered to, make sure that my partners know what's going on. That's why every morning we have a daily meeting to talk about what's to discuss what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. We're getting organized, folks, and this will turn into a $10 million a year show. I guarantee it, and it's going to happen within the next 2 years. Within the next, and I'm calling it right now, within the next 2 years, we will see our first $1 million. We will see our first $1 million for this show, and the boys are going to be so happy, and I'm going to be happy as hell to walk up to Victor and walk up to Shane and just hand him an envelope and say, "Here's your bonus. Enjoy." That's my role as CEO, to make sure my boys are happy, my crew is happy, and to make sure the fans are happy. And when I said to Victor, the first time I ever said that however this show shapes up, we're going to turn it into $1 million show, Victor did not flinch. Victor didn't flinch at all. In fact, a smile crossed Victor's face. And you remember this conversation, Victor. We had it on campus.
Yep.
The next question Victor said to me was, how do we make this happen?
Little by little.
Yep.
Little by little.
And something just hit the desk that's going to put a smile on your face, boss.
Uh-oh.
All right. Hold on, let the kitty out. There you go, Lee. All right. Talk to me.
The Indiana Pacers have agreed to a multi-year extension with head coach Rick Carlisle.
Yes. Yes. Love it.
Literally just broke across my desk now.
They should keep Rick Carlisle. I'm getting adjusted here, folks. They should keep Rick Carlisle. He brought him to within 24 minutes of a world championship.
Yep.
Minus Tyrese Halliburton, those Pacers battled to the end.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're going to keep battling. Young teams like that,
They're not going to stop. They'll be back again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. If not this year, next year when Tyrese comes back.
Exactly. Say the same for the Celtics that are minus Jason Tatum for the year.
Yeah, and there have been a lot of salary cap moves made in Beantown. And
oh, yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. And while we're cleaning up here, another announcement. Beginning this Saturday. No, check that. Beginning next Saturday, August 30th, we will be introducing something that Victor has begged me to do for 10 years.
Oh.
Victor came to me with an idea 10 years ago, and he said, you should do a show akin to College Game Day.
Mm-hmm.
I said, how the hell am I gonna do that? And Victor got this wicked smile on my face, and he says, just gather your best guys, make them cover the teams that you want covered, and introduce the show. I played with that for 10 years. I even did part of that when I was down in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
But then some things happened with me and the owner of the station that was running the show.
Right.
And I put it on ice until next Saturday. 1 week from Saturday, Victor, you'll be proud of me when I say Snowman Multimedia will introduce the Saturday pregame pulse.
Okay.
Hour-long college football show to get you ready for the big games. And the first big game we're going to do, may as well just roll into college football right now. First big game we're going to do is in the Horseshoe.
In the Horseshoe.
Texas, Ohio State.
Yep.
which
That's
happens to be
the
one
first-
of the
that is
games I've got on paper for us.
That is the first one that we're going to do. We're not going to do Kansas State, Iowa State. Had a talk with my wife about it. Had a talk with some other people. They say it's a good novelty because it's being played in Ireland. But if you want to start your college football season right, you start in the horseshoe.
You start with the games that are going to matter. Well,
Yeah.
you can touch up on the novelty stuff later, but let's get to the games that are going to actually set the table for this season.
I mean,
Let's take a look at week 1.
I mean, I've got the Iowa Kansas State game as one of our prediction games, but everything else happens after that.
Right.
Let's take a look at week 1, folks. Week 1 is a doozy.
Yeah, and I was telling you about this pre-show because I was looking at the lines before coming up with the 10 games we were going to pick. And holy hell, do they have some serious dog water lines on some of these games?
Yeah.
And some of these games don't even have lines.
I mean, I was looking at some of these lines, dude. 30, 40 plus points on at least a good 7 or 8 of these? Really?
All right, let's take a look. Our coverage begins August 30th in the Horseshoe. Top-ranked Texas against the defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes in the Horseshoe. I'm doing nothing the night before. I'm going to bed early.
Which means my tail end is going to get drug out of bed by 11 in the morning because we're going to be apparently doing a big old thing about it.
How else do you kick off the pregame pulse?
Oh, this is going to be fun.
When you get a national semifinal rematch, this time on campus. And there are people barking, like Deet said, that Texas is the top-ranked team in the country. It's week 1, folks.
Too early to be barking about that stuff, man. Get off my tree.
So what do you think, fellas? Texas, Ohio State to open the season. I just thought of something. This will open our 20th year covering college football.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. Yeah, we've had different names for it and everything, including Arena Sportsnet, but wow. 20 years of us covering college football. That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
That's insane. All right. 1 and 3, and Ohio State is favored by a deuce.
Yeah.
In this game. Yeah.
That means this is going to be one of those wait till the last possession to see who does what games.
Absolutely. What other games you got on the docket, brother?
Looking at what we were going to be predicting. As I said, I'll just go down to 10 now. Screw it. I had Iowa State, Kansas State as our first prediction. Then I had for August 28th, which is a Thursday night, I was looking at Nebraska, Cincinnati out of Arrowhead.
Ooh. Nebraska favored by almost a touchdown, 6.5.
Yeah.
That'll make our friends at betus.com happy.
Yeah, and like I said, I had to wade through so many games that, statistically speaking, are looking like absolute dog water.
Yeah.
Behind these games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are so many double-digit, games out there. It's not even funny.
Okay, I just saw one that was like totally crazy. And I think I read it wrong. But one of the first ones that got me was UT Martin and Oklahoma State. 22 and a half.
Dude, I will top that.
Try me.
Friday the 29th on Peacock. Western Illinois versus number 12 Illinois in Memorial Stadium.
Oh, look at the line on that.
46.
Victor, you ready for this?
Yeah.
46.5 in favor of number 12 Illinois.
My
They're
God.
playing They're playing the Leathernecks of Western Illinois. I might just for S's and G's, I might have to peek at that game.
I might have to too.
46 in it, and it's on Peacock, and it's a 7:30 kickoff, so 6:30 for you, Victor.
Okay.
Oh wait,
here's another
46.
Here's another one for you. 3:30 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Nevada versus number 2 Penn State out of the Beeve.
Mm-hmm.
Penn State favored by 44.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Okay,
wow.
let's back that one up with
44.
Let's back that one up with Marshall versus Georgia at the same time. The dogs
Between the hedges.
The dogs are favored by 39.5 against Marshall.
Wait.
They're expecting slaughters. They're expecting slaughters.
Again, it's week 1.
They're expecting 30-point slaughters. 30, 40-point slaughters.
I'm trying to find the one you just. I'm trying to
But
find one.
no,
Here
you
it is.
were
Marshall
right
and
about.
Georgia.
By the way, you were right about this one, boss man. Illinois State versus Oklahoma.
Mhm.
Oklahoma favored by 35.5.
Yep.
35.5.
You want?
Okay,
you
let's
want
back
something
that
really
one
wild?
up.
You want something really wild? Let's back up to Friday.
Okay.
Back up to Friday. Y'all ready for this one? Georgia Tech at Colorado. Now, Colorado's at home. Prime Sanders is the coach. And Georgia Tech is favored by 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Georgia Tech is favored by 4 on the road in Colorado.
Here's a brain teaser. What would happen? Just to put something out there. What would happen if Colorado comes out there and just blow the doors off them? New quarterback.
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Post Shador.
Yep.
And they come out like gangbusters.
And they blow the doors off of Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. That'll vault Colorado, I guarantee you, into the top 15. Because they may not be ranked now, but folks are taking a look at Colorado just for optics to see how they'll look minus Shador Sanders. Right. That is not what you look at. You can look at Georgia Tech now. You can look at Georgia Tech, Colorado now. You really want to gauge Colorado? Wait till the Big 12 season.
And you look at it from without as a fresh start. You no longer have the cloud of Shador Sanders
right
over Colorado. Not saying that he was like this big doom cloud, but kind of was a doom cloud, honestly.
It was a shroud.
It was a shroud. Yes,
it was a mushroom shroud.
So now you don't have that anymore. It is a fresh start for Colorado. Mm-hmm. If this goes like I think it might go and Colorado just blow the doors off them, that's going to carry all the way to Cleveland. And I guarantee people are like, if they're this good with a brand new quarterback, still Coach Prime.
Right.
Yep.
Which makes me believe it's not a Coach Prime problem, but definitely a Shador problem.
Look at that. Let's look at Colorado's schedule. They open against Georgia Tech, and then they host Delaware. They go to Houston for their first Big 12 matchup of the year.
Okay.
And I got a sinking feeling Houston's going to be favored in that game.
They will.
It would not surprise me.
It would not surprise me either. Then they host Wyoming, and then they get a bigger test. Ready for this one? Week 5. BYU.
Something tells me BYU is going to be ranked going into that game.
They will be.
And remember the Alamo Bowl. BYU sliced them to pieces.
Blitzed them.
All night.
Yep.
I watched that. I watched that game. I didn't sit in this office and watch it. I watched it in bed. Wife watched it with me. She says, do you think Colorado has a chance?
No.
And Bishop Bullwinkle will tell you my answer.
Yeah, Bishop Bullwinkle's a little delayed here, considering he's also looking at the schedule, but he's here now to give you your answer.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Nope.
Not a chance.
and BYU blew them to shreds.
Like that fat duck on that cartoon. Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, after BYU, they go to TCU. The Buffs go see the Frogs.
Frogs.
The Frog.
Frogs.
And then they host Iowa State. How about this? Then they go to Utah.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be a monster and a half, too.
I have a feeling Utah is going to be ranked by the time that game comes around.
So what's going to happen is they're going to have a couple easy games because I think they're going to smoke Delaware. That's just my thought.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's
then they go to Houston and the Avalanche hits.
Yeah.
This will be the first year that Shedeur Sanders was starting.
Yeah.
The first year of prime. They get 3 easy wins, and then they go to Oregon, I beg your pardon. They get shellacked.
Right.
They get absolutely shellacked. Now, after TCU, they host Iowa State. They go to Utah. Then they host my prediction for one of the wild cards in the Big 12 Conference, the Arizona Wildcats.
That could get interesting for them.
Mm-hmm. Down the stretch we come with looking at Colorado's schedule. They go to West Virginia.
That game could be an upset game.
Upset alert. I got to make a graphic for that. Upset alert.
That's something to be thrown in the backup truck.
Yep. And then, ready? They go to Arizona State.
Oh. And right now, Arizona State is
Devils?
ranked at 11th.
Was that Sun Devils?
Yep.
Yes.
Arizona State Sun Devils.
Oh, no.
Defending champs.
So they get sunburned by the Devils.
And I think they're going to get smoked by the Wildcats.
And the Wildcat. Oh.
They go to K-State to wrap it up.
This is a losing season for Colorado.
This could be.
This could be a losing season for Coach
We'll
Bryant.
see what happens with the transfer portal, too, because those will be some new additions.
I think Colorado's season, if you're going to be honest about it, you got to look at what they're going to do after TCU.
Yeah.
Right.
If they can get through TCU and you're looking at maybe either a full-blown 6-0 or a 5-1, then Colorado's going to be on to something. But if they go in after TCU
with a loss
4-2 or 3-3, they're screwed.
Yeah.
What's the bar, do you think, for Colorado? What is the absolute let me change my question. What do you think is the absolute ceiling for Colorado?
They'll be lucky to go perfect. They'll be lucky. This schedule is not favoring them by any stretch.
It's not.
And they're not going to
I got at least 2 losses on their season. I'm going to tell you that right now.
And they're not going to average 32.9 points per game like they did last year.
No. They'll be lucky to stretch 30.
Not unless it's second coming of touchdown Jesus or something like that. That's not happening.
I see them losing to Georgia Tech.
Oh, you see them losing to Georgia Tech?
I see them losing to Georgia Tech because Georgia Tech is
I won't go that far.
Georgia Tech has gone away from their wishbone, and now they're in air attack. But they do run the football. I see a loss.
We'll see how well they run. We'll see how well they run the ball.
And that's the thing. Colorado last year averaged a putrid 65 yards per game rushing.
Right.
Yeah, because Shedeur was chucking it deep all the time.
Yeah.
Right, because they focus more on Shedeur throwing the ball. It's the Lamar Jackson syndrome in Colorado.
Yeah.
You have good running backs in Colorado.
But the thing is, you also had Shedeur throwing to Travis Hunter all the time.
Mm-hmm. But
Travis Hunter, LeJontay Wester, and they're both in the NFL now.
Yeah. You had good running backs, but you wouldn't use them because you wanted to prove it was Prime's way of trying to force feed the narrative of how good Shedeur was as a quarterback.
And again, like you said, Victor, it's the Lamar Jackson effect.
Yeah.
It's the Lamar, or as you said perfectly, the Lamar Jackson syndrome.
Yeah. it happens with a lot of coaches. A lot of coaches want their quarterbacks to be the star of the show, so they kind of fall back. They kind of fall back to just, I want play action throws, I want shotgun throws. It's why you see a lot of guys use shotgun.
Yeah.
Whereas the winners, Detroit, Philly, San Fran, they run the football, whether it's CMC or Saquon Barkley
or David Montgomery,
or
Jahmyr Gibbs,
yes,
or Jahmyr Gibbs.
Brandon Cook from Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those guys run the football. You see why the quarterbacks look better, because they don't have to throw 3,800 times. They could probably throw a good 20, 30 times, and the majority of the yardage comes from the running backs.
Yeah. But seriously, I'm looking at Colorado's schedule right now. I got a guaranteed 2 losses with a possible third for them.
The third loss for them is going to be BYU.
It'll be BYU.
I got my guaranteed losses for Colorado, BYU. I see them dropping to Arizona State.
They will.
Oh yeah, Arizona State's no slouch.
My coin flip is going to be Georgia Tech to open the season. That's my coin flip.
I think they'll win that game. I think they'll win Delaware. They will lose to Houston. They will lose to BYU. They will lose to Arizona State. And I'm actually predicting 1 more loss.
Okay,
I'm predicting 2 more losses.
I think I know where one of yours is going to be.
One of mine is going to be West Virginia.
I was either going to say West Virginia or TCU.
That's the one.
TCU.
That's the one for me.
TCU. It's on the road in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes.
And they have yet to play TCU in the conference.
And TCU is no slouch either.
No, dear God, no.
I mean, look at the fact that TCU is opening up their season against Chapel Beal on Monday the 1st.
And that's my game
now.
Chapel Beal now.
And that's my game. That's
actually one of the games I've got on the 10 spot for us to actually predict when the time comes.
Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll go down the Dogs' first 10 games.
Okay.
And we'll break them all down. It's a college football edition of the Taco Tuesday Snowman in the morning, and we are back in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool!
Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Oh boy.
I don't know why I put that one together. This part of the hour is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use the code Snowman to get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan. Calvin Rogers, as we go to the Fanatics feedback zone, we welcome Sick Diggy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good day to you, brother. And Calvin Rogers poses a question. One question. He says, should young Sanders leave Cleveland, and what team would pick him up? Ugh.
Question is, where would he go?
Where would he go?
You have a guy with a lot of talent, and he ends up going in the 5th round because of his attitude.
Yep.
Which probably has not changed since then.
Yeah, he's no less humble, I don't think.
And won't either.
So
that's
really
a question I think we'll have to face 3 years down the road.
So what's probably going to happen is that he's going to have to be able to prove it on the field. And I think that's what he's waiting for. He's like, yes, I can be arrogant, but I can back it up on the field. That's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, I think that's what
there's being arrogant, and then there's just being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what he has to do is get his father out of his face.
But I mean, you look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady was arrogant too, but
Tom Brady backed it up.
He was given an opportunity to back it up too.
Tom Brady was pick number 199, and he had swagger when he got to New England.
Right.
When he was given opportunity to back up his talking, he backed it up.
Yes, he did.
He, as much mess as I give to fans of Tom Brady, including our brother Shane here, look, I know what I saw, okay? He backed it up.
Yeah, he did. He
surprised
all season 1, and then he just went off.
He went completely off.
I mean, and Bledsoe ended up getting ditched first to Buffalo and then ended up in Dallas.
And we know how that worked out. Let's go down let's go down the 10 picks that you selected for us that we're going to pick on Thursday.
Yep.
We'll break it down. We'll break it down today. Then we'll do a deeper dive on Thursday when Dietz is back here with our first 10 picks. What we got, man?
Mind you, I was looking at these games at 6 a.m. because my tail end got woke up by a mutual friend of the Queen and ours, our little Cacaw Blood Raven, who was streaming earlier today, courtesy of all that. So make sure you check her out on Twitch at blood_raven_plays. I told her I'd do that.
Oh, okay.
She was on earlier doing a little Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. Tell me that idea again. I'll give her some love.
Blood_raven_plays.
Got it. And I gave her a follow on Twitch.
All right. Now, week 1, obviously we're kicking the party off, dropping a little footy over in Ireland with 22 Iowa State versus 17 Kansas State. Kansas is favored by 3 with the over-under at 49.5.
It'll get larger. The over-under.
Surprisingly, it hasn't in the last couple of days. I've been keeping an eye on this for a little bit. It's been hanging right around 3.
It's hanging right around 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something tells me that this is going to be one of those opening day games that we might be talking about for a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this is definitely going to have a seasonal influence because I've got a feeling that both teams are going to come out with haymakers. So, I don't know. I mean, they fell kind of flat the first time around last season.
Right.
At the Ireland game.
Right.
I think we've got a better matchup going in for this one.
I think so too.
I think so also. 17th
Next.
ranked Kansas State and 22nd ranked Iowa State. Oh boy. That could turn into a high scoring game.
It could.
It really could.
That could turn into a high scoring game. Okay, that's the first one. What you got next?
Next.
28th of August from Arrowhead, Nebraska and Cincinnati. Nebraska is favored by 6.5. The over-under's at 53.5. Another one that's been kind of hovering around the same.
I don't know. That's a coin flip.
Well,
you got what you have. You got your quarterback in Dylan Raiola for Nebraska. Fabulous quarterback. He was a freshman last year. All he's going to do is get better. So I think the spread is going to stay right there. What's the next one?
Next one, it's going to be one of the Friday night games. Auburn and Baylor. Auburn's favored by 2.5. The over-under's at 57.5.
And that's in Waco, Texas.
Yeah. It's in Baylor.
That's in Waco, Tech. Oh Lord.
Yep.
Oh Lord. Next one.
The aforementioned game we were talking about earlier on, Georgia Tech and Colorado. G-Tech favored by 4. Over under at 54.5.
Well, one, that's not surprising.
No, it's not.
And two, like I said, Colorado's going to lose to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. G-Tech's been looking pretty solid, and the airborne attack has been vital for them.
Man, the last couple of years have been dynamite for Georgia Tech. They're only going to get better. And remember, this is the same Georgia Tech team that surrendered 73 points a few years ago,
right,
to Clemson at home. Georgia Tech's going to play with an attitude. Next one.
Next one, the one we were talking about to lead this party off. Texas, Ohio State, with Ohio State favored by a deuce. Over-unders at 47.5.
Oh, damn. Damn. Just
damn.
Damn. Next one.
Next one, we go a little south for this game. We're going to Death Valley. LSU, Clemson.
LSU, Clemson. Oh, boy.
And Clemson's favored by 4 with the over-under set at 57.5.
Ooh-wee.
Damn.
I found the good ones wading through these dark water games.
I know, man.
Lord.
I know.
Ooh-wee.
Say that spread again.
Clemson's favored by 4. The over-under is at 57.5.
50. Damn.
57.
57.
57.
Damn. And I'll point out something that Dietz pointed out. This first game could be the game of the year. This decides a lot. And this decides a lot for two conferences. Is Clemson going to rule the roost in the ACC? And everybody else is a has-been? And what happens to LSU if they lose? What's that say about LSU? Flip it around. If LSU goes into Death Valley and beats Clemson in front of 95,000 people, what's that say about Clemson's opponents?
Yeah.
And Clemson's run.
Oh, yeah.
That's our second one on Saturday. Damn.
You think that's one? I got the nightcap to follow this one for you.
And that is?
Cal and Oregon State.
Oh, hell no.
Oregon State by 3. The over-under's at 50.5.
Cal and Oregon State.
Yep.
Steve.
Oh, hell no.
That no. Just wait a minute. Wait a minute. I will tell you exactly how I feel about that. 57 and a half. Read the numbers again. Read the numbers again.
Oregon State favored by 3. The over-under at 50.5.
Steve.
Oh, hell no.
Yes, Victor, I found that clip. 50.5. This will make
50.5.
This will make Victor laugh. 50.5.
You tripping.
Yeah, very much so.
Once again,
You tripping.
y'all tripping. 50 and a half. Go on, please.
All right. Of course,
15.5.
Sunday we got a couple of dog games. These are going to be fun. Number 6, Notre Dame. Number 10, Miami.
You tripping.
No, I'm
Catholics
not
versus
tripping.
Convicts.
Yes.
Again,
Glad.
Catholics versus convicts.
And here's the thing.
And I
Notre
got to
Dame-
do that. And I have to do that one.
Notre
That's
Dame's favored.
That's my first Sunday night game.
Yeah,
Notre Dame's
favored by 2.5. Over under at 50.5.
I gotta say it.
You tripping.
And again, this line has been
And Notre Dame's
relatively the
favored. Notre
same.
Dame's favored.
Yes, and this
By
line
what? By
Notre Dame's
what?
favored by 2.5.
2.5.
This line has stayed relatively the same for the last week.
Oh boy! Once again,
Oh, hell no.
The other Sunday game, Virginia Tech versus number 13 South Carolina in Atlanta. So they're playing in the Benz.
oh jeez.
South Carolina favored by 7.5, and the over-unders at 48.5.
You tripping.
No, I'm not. Again, these lines have been relatively similar for the last week.
Yeah, it has. And last
And
but not least,
on the first, the debut of Chapel Bill now. TCU and UNC. TCU's a 3.5 favorite with the over-under set at a staggering 58.5.
oh, 50 of that's going to be TCU's.
That wouldn't surprise me.
50 of that's going to be TCU.
So you got TCU running all over UNC right now.
50 of that's going to be look, once and for all, 50 of that's going to be TCU.
Mm-hmm.
50 of that's going to be TCU.
Mm.
Watch this. Watch this.
It wouldn't surprise me.
But it also wouldn't surprise me if North Carolina comes out and scores 40.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So that's going to be one of those that's probably also going to be a coin flip game as well at the end of it.
Yep, it is. It is. My gracious.
Oh, hell. So can the Tar Heels become a 2-sport school?
Yeah.
Back in the 2010s, they were.
Yeah.
And Larry Fedora was coaching them.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the 2010s, they were a 2-sport school.
Mm-hmm.
And at times, 3 with baseball.
Right, because baseball was starting to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Baseball was up there for a while. They still are.
Yeah.
And man, do we have a lot to talk about when it comes to baseball coming up?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The Astros are in trouble, and Rob Manfred
Is being stupid.
You tripping for real.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right.
you told in the chat, you told Rob Manfred, shut up. And I'm like, why? What do you do now?
We'll talk about it after these.
Yeah, buddy.
So in the morning, back in the flash.
Yeah, as soon as I get the commercial. There it is.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, aka Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Next Saturday, the Saturday pregame pulse makes its debut as we get you ready for week 1 of college football. We can let you know the time before we close up shop today. Now, I will do this for you.
Okay.
Oh.
Where'd it go? You moved.
I didn't move nothing. You're the one that brought in a new truck.
Well,
which I still got to get the doggone Ben spatulaed up after what you ran it over.
Well, get that son of a bitch out of the way.
It was in my parking spot. You just parked the semi truck sideways.
It was in my spot. Matter of fact, okay, let me warm you up. Honey, warm us up here. Floor's yours, dog.
So Rob Manfred decided to open up his entire mouth in between the Little League World Series and the Sunday night game of the week and hinted at not just expansion teams, but realigning the divisions.
Again?
What?
Now, obviously this isn't going to happen for at least a while. But Manfred is hinting at having all this done by the time he retires in 2029. Or at least the plan in place to do it. Now, obviously, we still have to wait for...
Hell no.
Obviously, we still have to wait for the A's to end up in Vegas and Tampa to...
do something.
Do whatever they're doing, because that dome is completely screwed.
It's screwed. You're not going to repair that.
No, they're going to have to build something new, and apparently they've already got $1.7 billion waiting to actually do something.
That'll be... Look, we'll talk about that at a later time. Go on.
So, to fuel the fire dealing with the expansions, MLB insider Jeff Passan joined Pat McAfee's show on Monday.
Okay.
To discuss future possible locations for expansion teams. Two big cities came up.
And they are?
Nashville and Salt Lake City.
Oh.
Really?
Nashville and Salt Lake City?
Yes.
Give me this button.
Now that's some bullshit.
I was going to say, Diggy. No, better idea. Guys, break the glass on both these teams.
Okay.
I can see Nashville maybe. But you can find a bigger. I've been saying Carolina for the longest time.
You know what?
Well, the other cities that have been discussed, San Antonio, Charlotte, and a return to Montreal.
I would like.
Okay. I'll give you two expansion cities right now: Charlotte and Montreal.
That's what I was gonna say. I can see those. I can see Charlotte
and Montreal. Look, blow the piss out of Olympic Stadium. Okay, here's how you bring baseball back to Montreal, because they have some loyal fans.
They really do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though they moved on to Washington, you can buy the name. You can buy the name back from them and say, here's $2 billion. Give us the Expos. Give us the name of the Expos back and all its branding.
Bring back the Expos.
That's how you do that. You blow the piss out of Olympic Stadium, and you build a stadium from scratch. Because remember, Montreal used not one but two refurbished parks.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
When they first arrived in Montreal, they used a refurbished stadium, and then we all know the calamity that's called Olympic Stadium.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. You build a new stadium from scratch in Montreal.
I can see
you
that.
can build something close to oh shucks. The name of that stadium is escaping me. Molson Stadium in Montreal, where the Alouettes play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 40,000 seats. That's easy.
Oh yeah.
That's
and
easy.
they get it too.
And the other city should be Charlotte.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Carolina's a perfect state for Major League Baseball.
And you already have two pretty good baseball teams in the college level.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly Wake Forest.
Yep. You got Wake Forest and you got North Carolina.
Now, the thing that concerns me, and I'm leaning into the realignment of what Manfred wants to do.
Oh boy.
Is the way they actually want to do it. Instead of having 5 teams in each division, is having 4 and making it an 8-division league.
Well, what is he talking about?
How do you
doing everything geographically?
East, Central, West. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. But here's the damnedest thing. Okay, listen to some of these projections. For the Northwest Division, and this is all just speculation, mind you.
Northwest.
If they give this, if they give the expansion to Salt Lake City, because it's been rumored, the Northwest Division would go Seattle, San Francisco, Salt Lake, and Colorado.
Yeah, what they want to do is they want to have each quadrant having their own division. So it'll be North.
Want to do what the NFL's doing.
It'd be
pretty
Northwest,
much
Southwest. Well, actually, it's a little bit.
Okay,
that's going to be you got Northwest, you got West, which would end up being the Dodgers, Angels, Diamondbacks, and Padres. South Division would be basically both teams in Texas, Kansas City, and the A's in Las Vegas.
Which league is this?
That's the thing. They haven't figured out where they're going with it yet.
Oh my!
They might even be getting rid of the AL and NL.
Oh my Jesus!
No, do not get rid of the AL and NL.
Don't do that.
This is Manfred we're talking about.
If they get rid of the AL and the NL, I quit.
Yeah.
And I love baseball. And y'all know me. I'm a baseball rat.
Here's the issue that I get with this, right? Every single finals that we've ever had always has what? One conference versus the other conference. Super Bowl.
Correct.
AFC, NFC.
World Series.
NL,
American League.
AL.
NL, AL. NBA World Championship. East versus West.
Exactly.
Why? Again, this is Rob Manfred opening up his idiotic mouth and wanting to do stuff like this.
Oh God.
In the
And
words,
again, he wants to have something in play by the time he retires in 2029.
in the words of one Lewis Black, if that does come to pass, I would be surprised if the entire baseball legacy of fandom didn't rise up as one and slay him.
Man, they be going after him with pitchforks and
Yes.
torches, like they be going after Shrek right about now.
I can tell you right now, Raw ain't gonna save you.
No,
he got his own issues, so he ain't gonna save you. Because this has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard a commissioner do.
Dear Rob Manfred,
You tripping?
Vince
big time.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Get Ray in here. Get Ray in here.
Dear Rob Manfred,
you fired.
I've never heard anything so stupid before in my life.
Yeah.
Speaking of stupid,
so I realized that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
I mean, this is just
stupid. You idiot. You.
Yeah. And again,
there's another graphic coming tomorrow. I already know it. I see it in my head.
Oh, I do too.
I see it in my head. I know the graphic I'm going to make tonight for tomorrow. I know what I'm going to. Look. It's like Rob Manfred is saying to the fans,
we do not care.
Bang a pitch clock.
And the thing about it is, he specifically said, dealing with the realignment, it is so, TV partners like ESPN can make things easier on themselves.
How?
I don't get that either.
Because if it's a West Coast game, it's the West Coast teams playing it instead of having like Boston versus Anaheim.
But you ruin any chance of like really good matchups.
Manfred don't care.
Because let's say you have Seattle, but now Seattle can't go against Boston because they're not in the same.
They would end up, if it was one of those, it wouldn't be an East visiting a West. It would be a West visiting an East.
Chris,
what in the all types of blue hell
is this?
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh,
hell no!
Think about this. This is the stupidest thing I ever heard. And just recently, I heard JJ Redick say that Larry Bird is not one of the top 5 shooters. This tops that.
How do you think I've been feeling for the last couple of days having this in my head? Like, are we serious?
If people want to tell me to shut up because I jokingly talked about Caleb Williams being the number 1 quarterback, what do you say about Rob Manfred? Because he's being serious. I was at least joking.
Oh my God.
Where is that button I'm looking? Nope. I think it got moved. I'll look for it later.
Dwayne.
Oh, that works too in this situation. That works
Rob
too.
Manfred.
Shut up, bitch.
One more time, dog. Rob Manfred, do me.
Shut up, bitch.
Thank you.
One more time. Rob Manfred, do us a favor.
Please.
And for the love of God.
Shut up, bitch.
I can't believe that.
Ron Simmons, please.
If he does pull off this division realignment, I quit.
You talking about someone who is going to ruin Major League Baseball. Because if you think the ratings are down now,
they're going to get worse.
A lot worse. Who is he catering to? I don't get this.
He was trying to cater to ESPN.
They're going to get worse.
So instead of catering to the fans, the ones that actually put money in your pockets,
you're catering to the networks.
That's what he's trying to do, is cater to the network.
You're catering to the networks.
The greediest network.
And it's a network that doesn't give 2/5 of a half about baseball.
Exactly. You're talking about a network that would rather run several different renditions or several different replays of LeBron James' season or anything to do with the NFL before they'll ever run anything baseball related.
They would rather run a cornhole tournament than baseball.
They'd rather run Caleb Williams highlights than baseball.
They would rather run drone races than baseball.
And I've seen them. And they'd rather run the world's strongest man than Major League Baseball.
I'll say I do like the world's strongest man competitions though. Those are kind of cool.
The old ones were great.
Yes, they were. The Atlas Stones.
You can't get me to pick one of those up.
Nope. They would rather run Wimbledon than Major League Baseball.
And they lost Wimbledon to TNT.
Right.
Everything's behind a paywall now.
They'd rather run highlights of Bryce Young before they run in Major League Baseball. What does that tell you?
They would rather run highlights of Trey Young.
You know what? They would rather run highlights of DJ Moore.
They'd rather run highlights of Trey Lance than Major League Baseball.
Seen it.
Yes, you have.
Why do I have a feeling that this is also going to be a graphic? Things ESPN would rather run than baseball.
Get out of my head.
Take that mask off and it's no, I'm kidding.
Hey, listen. I love Mike Tirico calling golf, okay? Especially when he called
I do too.
Tiger Woods winning his 5th Masters.
Yes.
I cannot call golf.
I can't either. It's too excitable. We're
do
too
it.
excitable people.
It's too quiet. I would blow the microphones away.
Yes. Here's the thing that gets
me. I gotta keep everything to a low roar here in the household because my daughter's working at home. Right. And y'all know sometimes my wife works at home. So I got to keep everything to a low roar here. I can do that. For golf,
no.
30 years of doing football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and volleyball.
No dice.
No.
Here's Tiger Woods with an 8-foot putt for birdie. And it's in the hole.
It's as soon as he puts it in the hole. Thank you, Droid, for that skit. Thank you, Droid, for that skit.
Right. This is
as soon as Tiger puts it in the hole, I'm yelling my brains out.
It's in the hole.
They'd rather run highlights of Geno Smith than Major League Baseball.
They would rather run highlights of a Call of Duty tournament.
Listen, we beat the hell out of Geno Smith this past weekend.
Yeah, we did.
We beat it. Listen, the 49ers, I don't care what anybody says. The 49ers beat the hell out of Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
They would rather run replays of LeBron James Game 7 in 2016. Dear God in heaven.
Oh, God.
Matter of fact, let's go to halftime and I'll tell a story. I'll tell a tale about my personal demise while Victor was on the phone with me on June 19th, 2016.
Before we do that, Manfred, get your ass up. I'm done burning you. Now we can go to halftime.
Oh, boy.
When we get back, story time, baby. And we talk a little MLB divisional races because they're starting to tighten up a little bit. We got the scoreboard update and an ID when we get back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show. This is Snowman in the Morning.
Quarter after the hour, and we owe you an ID.
This is WBWS-DB, Chicago. This is WJKS, Indianapolis, Chicago, and the world. This is WSMM-DB, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
And we have more breaking news. John Wall has retired from the NBA.
Wow.
Good. I hated John Wall. John Wall couldn't play worth a damn. And he kept getting injured. So goodbye to you and farewell to thee. I got a piece of breaking news myself.
Okay.
The Colts have named their starting quarterback for week 1.
Daniel Jones.
He is Daniel Jones.
Ooh.
Kind of figured.
Not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. Saw that one coming.
I'm just going to say I think the Anthony Richardson experiment is over.
I believe it is too. I believe it is too. And what did I say when Daniel Jones got traded to Indianapolis?
That he's
Give him the keys.
Yeah.
Give him the key. Keep him healthy. Keep him upright. And Daniel Jones will have a 4,000-yard season. And the Colts will finally win the South.
Mm-hmm.
I predict. Matter of fact, we'll do our division predictions a little later. Now we have
dress rehearsal week.
This is dress rehearsal week, and it's time for the first round of our predictions.
Okay.
We'll do that. We'll do that to close things out. A little card charts will take us into a scoreboard update, Victor.
All righty. It's time once again for the Snowman SeatGeek scoreboard Cutie Queen update. Even though the Cutie Queen is not here.
Not yet.
By SeatGeek, where fans get fan, and also by Slam Hard Barbecue. Tastes so good, better tip and kiss your waitress. That's from Sick Diggy. The games that were yesterday, and we start off. Where are you?
Scuff.
This happened in our old studio also.
Yeah, it did. All right, let's go ahead and start it. The Brew Crew beat the Cubs 7-0. Great.
Yes.
The Pirates beat the Blue Jays 5-2. The Cardinals beat the Marlins 8-3. The Tigers blanked the Astros 10-0.
Boo.
My gracious. Tigers
the Tigers are no joke, okay? And that was
going on in the game of Philly Smacks. The Phillies beat the Mariners 12-7.
Yes.
Thank
you, Philadelphia.
Orioles over the Red Sox 6-3. White Sox beat the brakes off the Braves
13-9.
13-9.
Defense was optional that game.
Yes, it was.
Whose White Sox are these? The Royals
mine, dang it.
Close one. In a close one, 4-3. The Rockies beat the Dodgers 4-3. The Reds beat the Angels 4-1. The Diamondbacks lose to the Guardians 3-1, or Indians. And the Giants beat the Padres in the Battle of the West Coast 4-3. Today's games go this way. And Dawg, you got the lineups ready?
I got your starting line. I got your starting pitchers ready to go.
All right.
Brew
Crew trying to continue their winning ways at 1:20 p.m. against the Chicago Scrubs. I mean Cubs.
In the first of the day-night double dip, it is going to be Chad Patrick for the Brew Crew versus Matthew Lloyd for the Cubs at 11.
And let me give a shout out to Chad Patrick. Chad Patrick was a fellow I covered at Hebron High School, Hebron, Indiana, back in 2016, and I knew he was going to be something special when I watched him then. I am hoping to get him on the show as a guest soon. Of course, it's going to depend on schedule. Next.
The Motor City Big Cat, the Tigers, taking on the Houston Astros, and the Astros tried to find a way to redeem themselves after the beating they took last night at 5:40 p.m.
Yeah.
Real quick, Raven sends her love. She is watching the show, so she sends love and appreciation to everybody for everything.
What's up, Raven?
It is going to be for the Astros at 10-5, Hunter Brown versus the 11-3, Tarek Skubal.
And that's a pitcher's duel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Both of these pitchers are no joke.
The Toronto Blue Jays at 5:40 p.m. are going to Pittsburgh take on the Pirates.
It is the 3-2 Mad Max Scherzer versus the 5-11 Mitch Keller.
And we saw Max pitch last week against the Cubs. 6 solid innings.
Six solid innings and a win. The St. Louis Cardinals take on the Fish of Miami Marlin.
The 4-2 Michael McGreevy versus the 6-6 Edward Cabrera.
JJ's team, the Phillies, are taking on the Mariners at 5:45 p.m.
The 2-5 Bryce Miller versus the 11-4 Christopher Sanchez.
In an East Coast battle, the New York Mets take on the Washington Nationals at 5:45 p.m. Who's on the bump?
It's the 7-5 David Peterson for the Mets versus, as apparently I'm going clinically insane, they're sending everybody for me. It's Jake Irvin for the Nationals.
Beantown, the Red Sox are looking for revenge against the Baltimore Orioles at 6:10 p.m. Who's on the bump for these teams?
The 10-5 Tomoyuki Sugano for the Orioles versus the 7-7 and needing a bounce back start, Walker Buehler.
The question that will be answered at 6:15 p.m. is can the White Sox do it again against the Braves? Who's
well, if they're going to be able to bounce back, Shane Smith's going to have a good game today. He's sitting at 3-7 for a record. And for Atlanta, it's going to be the 5-9 Bryce Elder.
Eesh. The New York Yankees go all the way down to Florida, take on the Tampa Bay Rays. Who's on the bump for these teams?
It's the 12-7 Carlos Rodon versus the 8-9 Shane Baz.
The Walker Texas Rangers are staying in KC, take on the Royals. Who's on the bump for these two at 6:40?
The 9-7 Merrill Kelly versus the 8-6 Seth Lugo.
6:40, we go to the Twin City where the Twins take on the A's.
The 6-6 Jacob Lopez for the A's versus the 12-5 Joe Ryan from Minnesota.
The latter half for the day-night doubleheader for the Cubs and the Brewers at 7:05 p.m. Who's on the bump?
The currently perfect 4-0 Brandon Woodruff versus the 7-6 Jamison Talion.
The L.A. Dodgers go all the way up to the mountains to take on them Colorado Rockies at 7:40 p.m. Who's on the hill?
The 3-2 Emmett Sheehan for the L.A. Dodgers. Yeah! Versus the 0-6 Austin Gomber for Colorado.
Ooh.
The WKRP Reds, the Cincinnati Reds, take on them Angels from California. Who's the bump for these two at 8:38 p.m.?
The 5-3 Hunter Green versus, and this guy's been on a really sad decline, the 6-8 Kyle Hendricks.
The Cleveland Guardians will be going all the way to the desert to take on them Diamondbacks. Who's on the bump for these teams?
The 9-9 Tanner Beebe versus the 5-7 Eduardo Rodriguez.
And your 8:40 nightcap shows again the Battle of the West Coast. The San Francisco Giants take on the Rey Mysterio, San Diego Padres. Who's on the hill for these two?
The 1-2 Kai Wei Tang versus former Red Sox pitcher, the 12-4 Nick Pivetta.
That's your scores, that's your matchups, that's your games, and that has been your Snowman SeatGeek Scoreboard Cutie Queen update. Brought to you again by SeatGeek, where fans can fan. And I'm going to go see if there's a couch coming towards me.
SeatGeek is where fans indeed can fan. Every hour of Snowman in the morning, we'll have a SeatGeek Scoreboard update with Victor and Shane. And speaking of Major League Baseball,
the pennant races are tightening up.
Here we go. The final stretch.
Let's start in the East as we drive towards September 30th. In the East, my prediction to win the division is on top. And that's the Toronto Blue Jays. They lead the Yankees and the Red Sox, each by 5 games. In the Central, it's all about the Detroit Tigers, baby. They beat the Astros last night, which could be a playoff matchup. Get to that in a moment. They lead the Cleveland Indians by 8.5. Astros have been struggling to produce some runs, but so has Seattle, because the Astros are still in front by a game and a half. To the National League, it's all about the Philadelphia Phillies. They have opened up a 5.5 game lead over the struggling New York Mets. In the Central, it's all about the Brewers. They are running away. They now lead the division by 9 games.
9 games.
9
games.
And this is after the Cubs were leading the division in June.
Yes.
We'll talk about that momentarily. And in the West, it's all about the LA Dodgers. They're over the Padres by 2 games. San Francisco's fallen out of the race as they've fallen below 500. They trail by 10. Those are your standings, and those are brought to you by SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
And the wild card games. Oh my goodness! Right now, the wild card teams for the American League are the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Mariners. Meanwhile, for the NL, it is currently the Cubs, San Diego, and the Mets. Cincinnati is a game back of New York. Meanwhile, in the East, Cleveland is 3 back of Seattle.
What kind of game would that? What kind of crazy wild ride would that be for the Yanks and the Beantowns to take on each other for a wild card spot, for a spot in the playoffs?
There's a series left between those two teams.
Yes.
Yep.
There's a series left, and that could decide a wild card berth.
That would be crazy.
How does that
be crazy?
All right.
Jeez Louise.
I got
More breaking news out of college football land. BYU just named their starting quarterback.
And he is?
True freshman Bear Bachmeier.
Ooh, I like this kid. I like this kid. I like this kid. I'm gonna start digging in some film on Bachmeier. All right. Everybody was getting at me because the Cubs were on top in the Central Division. They said they were going to run away. They said they were going to walk all over everybody. Well, how does it feel now trailing by 9 games? Let's talk about it.
If you really thought the Cubs were
Give me
going
this
to
camera.
actually run away with this, you're a liar.
Dear Cub fans, I hope the Cubs fall completely out of the race.
They already have.
I hope the Cubs fall so far out of the wild card spot it's not even funny.
They'll probably be
Because I am sick and tired of these Cub fans.
Why do I have a feeling I need to play something right now?
Play it, please.
Gotcha.
Play it. Turn it down a little bit. Thank you.
I gotcha.
I am sick and tired of these Cub fans mocking me, coming up to me saying we're the best in our division. Well, if Milwaukee didn't have two double-digit win streaks, you probably would be sitting up top of the division. But the Milwaukee Brewers are the best team in Major League Baseball right now, and you're not.
Yeah, they've been on a.
Let me say this again, Cub fans. The Milwaukee Brewers are the best team in Major League Baseball right now, and you're not. Oops. Your pitching has sucked lately. Your hitting has sucked lately, especially with runners in scoring position. How many times, Victor, have we talked about that?
Just goes back to the game we did not even a week
with Toronto.
Ago. Yes.
With Toronto, you had the bases loaded and nobody out.
Yes.
Let me say this again, and I'll take myself down here. We did that game. All of us were there from the sky. The Cubs in I believe the 6th inning.
It was
had bases loaded and no outs.
And Scherzer got out of the jam.
Yeah.
As Robert Ford said, and to paraphrase the great Robert Ford, the longtime voice of the Houston Astros, the Cubs loaded them up with nobody out, and they get nothing.
3 consecutive strikeouts.
Scherzer was
nothing.
Listen, if there was a time to knock Scherzer out, and this is after the leadoff home run in the inning.
Yeah.
Yes.
This was the one chance that Chicago had.
This is their only legitimate scoring threat.
And they blew it.
You blew it. Look, give me this camera.
Okay.
Dear Cub fans, you blew it. Capiche? I'll say it again. As I always said to Cub fans, dear Cub fans and dear Chicago Cubs, you blew it.
Dear Cub fans, this is your bag. This
You
is
dropped
fumbling
it.
the bag.
Do it again.
Dear Chicago Cub fans, dear Cubdom, that's your bag. That's you fumbling the bag.
Any questions?
Drop the
Matter of fact,
ball. He dropped the ball.
listen, let me do this personally.
Okay.
Dear Chicago Cubs, this was your bag that included a Central Division title.
Yep.
That's you dropping the bag. Not only losing the Central Division title, but eventually losing a wild card. Any
Yep.
questions?
Not for me.
And as I said at the top of this segment, dear Chicago Cubs and Chicago Cub fans, nah, 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 nah. And I said at the top of June when we did a scoreboard update at the top of June, I said that the Chicago Cubs would fumble away the division after it was so celebrated by Cub. Listen, this is what I think of Cub fans.
So I realized that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
In the span of 1 month, the Cubs went from on top of the world to falling right on their ass.
To paraphrase something we do often throughout the show, dear Cub and Cub fans, you.
Hey, here we go.
Dear Chicago Cubs organization, you.
Damn, here we go.
Dear WGN, for the many years you tortured my dad and me for baseball, you, and you.
What sucks is we actually had the Cubs coverage up here in Maine too.
I know.
And
As
for
I
that, we
said,
say bleep you.
as I said, dear WGN, for the many years you tortured my father and me and for shoving the Cubs down the nation's throats, you, and you. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't hear me, you.
Nice.
This is what I think of Cub and Cub fans right now. And as far as our season goes,
We need
sometimes
a toilet
you-
flush sound effect. We need a toilet flush sound effect.
I will
Just
have
to
to
show
find
how far the Cubs have fallen.
I have to find that, and I'll find that. And as
Are you kidding me?
no, Paul, we're not.
No, sorry, Paul.
I go back to 1998 in Milwaukee. As a matter of fact, the Cubs were leading the Brewers. All they had to do in the ninth inning, Brent Brown, was to catch a fuck because the Brewers had the bases loaded. If they all score, you lose.
Right.
Brent Brown, fly ball into left field.
Catch the ball.
Catch the ball. That's all you had to do, Brent Brown. Catch the ball. He dropped it.
He Charlie Browned it.
He Charlie Browned it.
Ugh.
He Antonio Browned it.
Ugh.
Oof. He Milton Bradley it. No, he actually Milton Bradley actually caught
All
the
three runs
scored.
So you mean to tell me he Steve Bartman'd it?
Might have to play that song.
2003 and Bartman, sorry.
Yes.
And you know what's crazy about that whole thing? A couple of months after, during the year after they won the World Series, there was a guy that they dressed as Steve Bartman who would sit in a place by himself, in one of the sections by himself,
and
they would play Mr. Lonely.
I'm so lonely.
They ridiculed him right out of town.
But after but the way they ended that was that they ended up having like a bunch of girls sitting with him and kissing all over him.
Nice.
Pimpin'.
Steve Bartman.
So, give me this one more time.
Okay.
Dear Cub fans, you. Dear Chicago Cubs, I've been wanting to say this for 40 years. You. Dear WGN for shoving the Cubs down our throats and up our asses for 40 years, including torturing my dad and myself, who are fellow Southsiders. You, and you. And in case you don't remember,
a ground ball past Jenks up the middle of the infield. Uribe has it. He throws. Out! A White Sox winner and a world championship. The White Sox have won the World Series, and they're mobbing each other on the field.
You may have had 2016, but we celebrated in Chicago first in 2005. John Rooney.
A ground ball past Jenks up the middle of the infield. Uribe has it. He throws. Out! A White Sox winner and a world championship. The White Sox have won the World Series, and they're mobbing each other on the field.
And hearing that call from the great John Rooney caused a lot of
emotional damage
for Cub fans that I know.
No, what made it worse was that on the Cubs marquee, on Wrigley Field's marquee.
Congratulations, Chicago White Sox.
Yes, indeed.
I took 100 pictures of that.
Yes, indeed. All to say that Chicago Cubs, bleep you.
Look, when it comes to the Chicago Cubs, there's an acronym among Chicagoans that it's made its way around the world. Completely useless by September. CUBS, completely useless by September. What did I say was going to happen?
Does that mean the Cubs are the Jets of the MLB?
They're
the
worse.
The Cubs of the NFL?
That's a great question. I'll repeat it. Are the Cubs the New York Jets of Major League Baseball, or are the Jets the Chicago Cubs?
I'm sorry, Mr. McCarthy. I know he's going to be very angry with me.
That's going to be a receipt incoming.
He's going to bring out espresso my coffee for.
Let me do this again. And I'm looking dead at Cub fans and Jets fans.
Mm-hmm.
Victor posed a great question just a moment ago. Are the Chicago Cubs the New York Jets of Major League Baseball, or are the New York Jets the Chicago Cubs of the NFL?
I mean, if we're going by completely useless by September, wouldn't they be Carolina?
Now, with that thought in mind, one more time. Dear Chicago Cubs, you. Dear Chicago Cub fans, especially the ones on the north side, you. Dear WGN for shoving the Cubs down our throats and up our asses for 40 years. And dear WLS in Chicago for 2015. You, and you. That's Snowman's take. What's yours?
I could have a no, wait, that's tomorrow. Never mind.
That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
I do not like that.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense fly.
Okay, that's tomorrow.
We're going to have red and blue versions of that now.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, God, help me.
Cubdom experience. No, we already have that.
Experience.
We already have that.
Wouldn't this be more like the Cumdom The Cubdom Files.
The Cubdom Files.
Why is the Rockford Files theme playing in my head right now?
The X-Files.
You're welcome.
In my head.
You're welcome.
Why is the Rockford Files theme playing in my head?
You're welcome.
And I have it downloaded.
You're welcome.
Oh, the X-Files was in my head.
Oh my jeez.
My gracious.
I can't believe that.
And again, you have a situation where the Cubs thought they were going to be able to pull something off.
Yeah, and
It's
then
fine next year again. We're finally going to make it back to the World Series. Nope.
No, not a chance.
And it's probably been down 19 games before this is all out.
If not more. It's like the Chicago Bears. You sold, you risked your mortgage, you sold, you dropped off your entire future
for
DJ Moore.
Then
it's like the Pittsburgh Steelers shoving 100 rolls of quarters worth $100 each up Aaron Rodgers' up their own what
for Aaron
because yes Aaron
it
is you. Good gracious. We got some more frivolity, and then we get ready for hour 3 with the Token Field Takeover. Back after this.
Yeah, buddy. We're actually going to full 3 hours today. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool! Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
There is nothing serious when you're dealing with Cubs fans.
I don't know what's worse.
That's Seal.
Cub fans or bronzexuals?
Tie.
What's
It's a
worse?
three-way. It's a four-way tie.
Okay. We got Cub
Bronzexuals.
fans. Okay, bronzexuals.
Cubdom.
That's 2.
The Monarch Republic of Cowboys Nation.
That's 3.
And the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy.
That's 4.
They can all go to hell. What they need.
And the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy, they just need to shut up. I got yelled at. I gotta quit. We gotta quit cussing. I got yelled at by my wife when a couple of cuss words slipped. So I apologize for that, folks. Look, those 4 groups right there that Victor just said,
they all suck.
They all suck.
They do.
I would add Cleveland Cavalier fans to that, but the Indiana Pacers took care of them and shut them up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. Oh God. Oh God. I lived with a Cub fan.
For QB Zesty.
For oh boy. I lived with a Cub fan.
Blech. Let's not bring him up.
The longest 2 years of my life. I mean it. The longest 2 years. Listen, in a span of 3 years. 2 years of living with a Cub fan and at the same time dealing with an abusive ex that wouldn't let me love sports.
A double whammy.
18 months of hell. I didn't say hell. I said 18 months of hell.
Hell.
That's hell.
That'd be enough to drive anyone to be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I was close.
Well, on the lighter side, as we hear somebody making their presence known.
I think that's Pumpkin. Pumpkin, what are you doing? You just looking at me now? Lucy, you go lay down.
We got about 10 minutes to kill before
that's Lucy.
Allie gets into things.
Oh, Lucy. Well, Lucy and Pumpkin were beating each other up for a moment.
Oh, Lord. Rule 3 of the house.
What is this turning into? The Itchy and Scratchy show?
Yes.
Like I said, rule 3 of the house.
I just don't know which episode's going to happen yet.
Well, if someone breaks out the big hammer, then you know.
Rule 3 of the house, like Victor said, the dog's an idiot. And I love Lucy.
Lucy's amazing.
Lucy
is so sweet.
Lucy, honey. Lucy. Come here, Lucy. Come here, Lucy. Hold on, folks. Come here. Come on. You want to come up? Come here. Oh, you're heavy. In case anybody doesn't know or recognize,
look at that baby.
This is Lucy. Hello, Lucy.
Look at that baby.
Listen, this dog is some of the most idiotic stuff I've ever seen. But if it weren't for Lucy and my family, I wouldn't be here. Because when I got home from
hospital,
from the hospital at the Duke, when I had my blood clots removed, I fell right into bed, and this dog didn't leave my side.
Nope.
Mwah. Especially when I came home from my operation. This dog has hung on to my hip since day one.
She's a good girl.
Haven't you?
Yes, she has.
This dog has hung. I tell you, this dog has hung on to my hip since day one.
She's a good girl.
She is. She's wonderful. 48 after the hour as my beard gets a bath from my beautiful Lucy here. All right, Lucy. Gotta get down. Oh, wait. This is the problem. I get so tethered with all my cords. Where you at? Here, give me this. I'll charge this too, just in case. Doing a few house duties here, folks. My wife's on her way to Dayton to pick up some more items. Go on, Lucy. Get down. Make sure this is charged.
All right.
I'm doing house duties while on the air. I do it often. I do it often.
Been there, done that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you have, dog.
Oh,
There
yeah.
Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Cup fans, you suck.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tiger Stripes Media, as we go to the Fanatics feedback zone, they would run highlights of LeBron James in the MLB. True.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They would rather run highlights of John Wall.
And they would rather run
Okay, I get it.
of-
Now I have to ask, what is your issue with John Wall? I never heard him, so I don't know.
He sucked.
How do you know he sucked?
I watched him. He
I
had
didn't.
one good
He
year
was-
in Kentucky. Listen.
Yeah, wasn't that the championship
Man,
year in
one
Kentucky
good
that was
year-
good?
One good year in Kentucky. One.
Again,
And
wasn't that the
couldn't-
championship year?
The latter part of his career, he couldn't stay on the floor. John Wall was basic.
So he couldn't stay
As far as
healthy.
I'm concerned, John Wall was basic. He didn't offer any kind of game-changing whatever.
That sounds like a lot of
Listen,
players.
they'd rather run highlights of James Harden
No.
than Major League Baseball.
No.
They'd rather run highlights of Chris Paul.
Hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
Man, they would rather run highlights of Kendrick Perkins.
Hell no. I'm sorry, honey.
Gonna have me howling like cannoli. No, absolutely not.
Look, Cannoli doesn't play around, okay?
No, cannoli was
If
funny.
you say something out of pocket, before Deb could say something, if you say something out of pocket, Cannoli will shut you up.
I think talking about Ritter. She was talking about Ritter. Like Ritter can put some oomph into that offense. I was like, oh, nope. I
Cannoli
disagree.
saying,
Disagree.
You said Ritter. No. I mean,
Yes,
I
Ritter.
repeat,
Like, nope.
no.
I disagree.
I totally disagree.
Why are you lying, man? Why are you lying?
Oh Lord.
And no one
What
got
are
to help me.
what do
Kelly
we do?
Williams.
Listen.
You still
I
messed
still have
up
yet
for
to,
that.
I still have yet to cut that one from Friday, but that's going to become a short.
That is too
I
funny.
think I think I'm going to do a lot of editing today. From
Man,
the
there's a
time
lot
we
of
get
stuff
off
out of
until-
yesterday's show that's going to end up
Oh,
being
yes.
short.
Yes, there was.
Oh God.
Yes, there was.
Oh God. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of editing, man. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of editing. I know this. Good Greg Miggets.
Yep.
And Alvin Washington, we miss you, buddy.
Yes, we do.
Listen, as much of a fight as Al and I had gotten into, he was our brother for
Yes.
20 years.
There's a story, but I
Vinny.
can't.
Hey, Vinny, season 30, buddy.
There's a story. I just can't say it on the air because there are some curse words on it, but it is the funniest story that
Which one?
after we did the public league championship at the UC, we're driving.
I know that story.
And Derek is driving the car.
Fast as all get out.
No, well, yeah, because he was a lead foot anyway. But
Oh,
there was
yeah.
a car that drove past us like in a blur. Cut us off.
I remember what he said.
And
I remember. We'll talk about that. We'll tell
yeah,
you what.
we'll tell you that
That'll be
later.
up on our page. That'll be up on our Patreon page.
Okay,
sign
yeah,
up
yeah.
for Patreon. Patreon.com/Snowman
But
Multimedia.
Alvin said something, and
But
I died for the rest of the car
entire
ride.
car. The entire car broke up laughing.
Yes. Yep. That's the kind of guy he
This
was.
is the same man. This is the same man that walked into the studios at Chicago State when Al and I were doing a show together.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, he just busts out, "Can you freaking believe it, man?"
Right. King me.
I fell out of my chair.
Oh,
and
remember
roared.
Piedmont Pride?
They call the team the PD Pride.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we used to have
Wait. You know what we can do? You know what we could do? In Alvin Washington's honor, Alvin Washington Jr.'s honor, let's bring back a segment that we used to do on the air.
Hmm?
What the hell is
Yes.
So, dog, the way this worked is we would go on a site. It's not up anymore. I tried. It's called Logo Server. It was basically taking like from every sport, from every division, from every country.
Yes.
Their sports and sports team names from high school all the way up.
Uh-huh.
This is where Cobden came from. This is where Hoopston came from, right?
And I'll start it.
Go ahead.
Oh, dear God, I can't believe I'm still asking this question in 30 years. What the hell is a corn jerker?
Yes.
There's a high school in Hoopston, Illinois. It is spelled hoop with an E, S-T-O-N, but it's pronounced Hoopston. Hoopston, Illinois. And they are the Hoopston Corn
Jerkers. Yes.
Hoopston High School. They are the Hoopston Corn Jerkers.
Then there was the Cobden Apple Knockers.
And Shane's just looking at us.
These names that we came up with.
This is the Shane. This is the God's honest truth. This is the God's honest truth.
For everyone from Alva, I forgot, it was a street ball team. I can't remember the name of it, right? But the logo was a guy with, as Alvin would say, a well-coiffed fro, I might add, and a pick in his head.
Was it the Star Heels?
I think it was a Star
something
Heels.
like that.
Yeah. Dude had like a perfectly round afro.
Oh God! Yes,
and a big afro pick in his head.
Afro pick.
It was the
big afro pick. He did, man.
Then it was the Grand Rapids Tackers.
Grand Rapids Tackers. Oh God!
You want to know how crazy this got? There was
the Iowa Barnstormers.
Yes, the Iowa Barnstormers.
The Iowa Barnstormers. Now, that was one of my favorite Arena Football League teams in its original format.
I don't know if this group is still there, but there was a team. There was a Buffalo team, hockey team.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
The Buffalo Wings.
Buffalo Wings. And then you had the lower team below them.
That was the women's
Junior
team.
Wings.
The women's team was the Buffalo Junior Wings. I was like, oh my God.
Let's go back to basketball.
Okay.
And Victor, you remember this.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell are the Calgary 88s?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Calgary 88s.
And Alvin just dropped his head and went, hell no.
Yeah. Hell no. There was one, I think it was, I forgot where they came from, but it was the Kookaburras.
It was out in California.
Yes, I think the California Kookaburras.
California Kookaburras.
And all I said was, Kookaburra sits in the old gumshoe. And as soon as I said that,
Alvin snapped.
Oh my God, you too?
Who didn't remember that?
Yes, Lord.
Well, it could always be worse. Could be a Santa Cruz banana slug.
Oh my God!
For those of you that don't know, I've got two words: pulp fiction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes. Oh my God! Santa Cruz banana slugs.
I think one of the funniest one was and then what we did actually for a while, just kind of put a little bit of a spin on it. There was a website called dumblaws.com.
Oh no!
This had laws, actual laws,
folks, actual laws. Okay,
these were actual laws that were written in law books, but are stupid. For instance, dog, here in Illinois, there is a law. It is illegal to ice skate on ponds during the months of June to September.
It's the truth.
I'll
It's
say
the
it
truth.
again. It is illegal to ice skate on ponds during the months of June to September. What's wrong with that picture?
That's an actual rule, folks.
Oh,
That's an actual rule.
Everything.
I think it's been repealed though. There was one also here in Chicago that could be charged with vagrancy if you had less than $1 in your pocket or something like that. Like what? If I could find the dumb laws, you would scratch your head. And it was done by state too.
Yes, it was.
It was done by state.
Oh my gosh.
I just saw something really.
There was another one. There was another one. Y'all ready for this? Victor, you remember this. Down south from Chicago is a city called Joliet.
Oh,
Home
yeah.
of Chicagoland Speedway.
Yep.
There is a law in Joliet, Illinois, and I am not kidding when I say this. If you mispronounce Joliet,
yep,
the first time it's a fine, and the second time you're in cuffs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a $25 fine because I guess this happened way too many times.
When people say Joliet instead of Joliet,
right?
Yeah, that's the name. That's the city, Joliet,
yep.
Illinois.
First
You're fined the first time.
The first one, $25 fine. Second one, you at least spend a couple of days in jail.
Yes, and to borrow from Victor, jail.
All right, I'll explain this one.
Please tell that one.
Had to go to traffic court due to an issue with my insurance. Right.
Yeah,
I brought the wrong insurance. I had it on me. I just didn't swap the cards out.
Yeah,
The card I had was actually expired, so I had to swap the cards out. So I didn't know what happened. So I asked them, "Is it okay if I go run to my car, grab my card to make sure it show you that I do have, up to date insurance?" I said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." Right. So I go down. I run downstairs, run out of the courthouse, grab my papers, run back in, go through the metal detector again, go upstairs to the courtroom, and the next thing I hear is, "Oh no, he's going to jail." I'm like, jail? I was only out for what, 3 minutes?
Right.
Oh dear God.
And they came in and they said, "Okay, you have your paper?" Like, "Yes, I have my papers." They looked at it. "Okay, you're free to go." What about the jail part? What I didn't know was that in the 3 to 5 minutes that I was gone, they took another case.
Okay.
And the guy got so belligerent because he thought that he was being wrong that they basically held him in contempt. So he was already removed. So when I came back,
jail,
and the guy said he's going to jail, I'm thinking they're still talking about me.
Right. Oh Lordy.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta tell y'all this one. I was on my way to Gary early in the morning. I got out of the house. I'm on my way to Gary. I didn't realize how fast I was going. And the next thing I know, there were lights behind me. I'm like, oh my goodness. I pulled over. Cop comes over. Very, very friendly. He says, "Do you realize how fast you were going?" "No, sir." He said, "You were doing 68. Now it's 7 in the morning." I'm like, 68. Wow. And he reached to pull out his book to give me a ticket. Now they go, okay, I'll go to court and pay the ticket. Get it out of here. This man looked at me and said, I'm going to let you go this time. And he put his pad back away. And he says, get on out of here. I know you're in a hurry. Took off. But yeah, there were laws, man. If I can remember half of them, which I can't.
I think one was that, and I don't know how old this law was. And one was that no one could bring their horse or pack mule inside a federal building. I'm like, this law was still in effect as of 2008.
Well, I don't have a feeling this is going to be a series.
Well, it can't be. I just checked, and that particular site is no longer up.
Oh, dude, all you got to do is Google that crap. It'll turn up.
Oh, gosh. We got a break. And when we come back, an ID, and then the takeover.
Yeah, here we go.
Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool! Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
There is nothing serious about taking a mule to court. At all.
Wait, what?
Or having a donkey in a bathtub after 7 p.m. Apparently, don't go to Florida and walk down the street in public and sing. Apparently, that's illegal, too. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure this is going to be a series down the road.
A series that premieres this week.
Wait.
What?
Sing?
Apparently, when walking down the street by yourself in Florida, it's illegal to sing by yourself.
Allie standing by.
Oh my!
We owe everyone an ID.
I've been sitting here crying with some of this stuff.
Don't bring him. Don't take. Don't take.
Nine after the
you to court.
Oh my God! 9 after the hour. We owe you an ID. 9 after the hour. If I can get my thoughts straight. And
we
stop
owe you an
crying.
ID. This is Snowman in the morning.
This is WBWS-DB, Chicago. This is WJKS, Indianapolis, Chicago, and the world.
As everyone gets done laughing, I think we still got some more jokes on the way. Because from the Windy City.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. It's illegal. Never mind. Allie,
this one.
Allie, we need
from
you.
the Windy City, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the takeover.
Here's Allie.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Anyway, okay, that's enough.
This is every week when we have Allie on.
Oh, how are you, Allie?
Doing well, guys. I'm telling you, I never know what I'm going to walk into, but hey, it's illegal to sing while walking down the street in Florida.
One of the stupidest rules they have.
I'd be arrested in 2 minutes. I would. Yeah, because
You set your feet down in Florida and you're by yourself. You're feeling good. You start singing all of a sudden.
smelling the nice smells in the air, smelling the ocean. I mean, what's not to love about that? Yeah, I'd sing.
What's there not to sing about?
Oh my
I mentioned the one that I mentioned the dumb law that Joliet had about its pronunciation, the pronunciation of the city name. You only get 2 strikes in
Joliet. Joliet.
Yes, I heard of that.
Yeah.
Let's get down to business. Your WNBA power rankings. How are they looking?
You got it. I'll tell you, I don't know that anything can really stop the Minnesota Lynx since they are the sole group that has clinched a playoff berth. And they've got 6 wins in a row to enter this week. And even though Nafisa Collier, Sweet Fee, has been out for the last 4 games. Now that's what I call a team that's got the depth. They've got the determination since they really want this title. Cheryl Reeve is a beastmaster. She is. She will never give up. I mean, she's done this too many times, you know? And what's more, her proteges, her spawns have done the same thing. Look at the 2021 Chicago Sky. That guy, he had done his time with Cheryl, and she is not letting it go this time. So, interestingly enough, they've got a 6.5 game lead at this time, and there's 12 games to play. And what's more,
no one's catching Minnesota.
No one, not even the Atlanta Dream, who's coming in at number 2 this week, 22-12. They've been remaining at number 2 for the last couple of weeks. However, they're going to have a real challenge this week from my number 3, which is the Las Vegas Aces. Let's put it this way.
7 straight wins for the Aces.
Yeah. Unbelievable. 21-14. 21-14 is the Las Vegas Aces record. Let me jump back quick to the Atlanta Dream, though. They have a 6-game winning streak. They're tied for the 3rd longest streak in franchise history. However, remember that game they played in Vancouver?
Yes.
Last week, it was a thriller, but Atlanta bounced back. The Atlanta lost to the Seattle Storm in Vancouver. However, they bounced back with a win over the Golden State Valkyries to wrap the win, and they are in sole possession of second place in the WNBA, and they have a 1-game lead on the Liberty. Okay, this week, however, the Atlanta Dream is facing a pretty good roster. They've got the Aces, they've got the Lynx, and they've got the Liberty this week. So, yeah. We'll see if they're number 3 next week or if they can hang on to number 2. That's going to be a toss-up because, as you said, Brian, the Las Vegas has won 7 straight, and that's the longest active win streak in the league. 12 of the last 15 games, they've climbed from 9th to 5th in the standings. I mean, they're just 1.5 games back of second place. You got to remember, you've got Becky Hammond leading this team. Becky, don't take second place. Becky.
And a couple of weeks ago, you said, Allie, how is Vegas going to turn it around? Because they were going through a lot.
Yeah.
Well, 7 straight wins later, not only have they turned it around, they are steaming toward the 2 seed right now.
They are, absolutely. What's more, they've got their powerhouse in Asia Wilson, who's still very much in contention for MVP of the year.
MVP,
Yep. Another one, let's put it that way, 26.1 points per game. She's also leading the WNBA in rebounding with 13.3 rebounds per game, and also ranking in the top 10 in steals with 1.7, and as well as blocks,
Dynamite.
1.4 over the past 2 weeks. So
Asia has just been playing dynamite, and she is well seated in the MVP conversation. All right.
How is it that she just doesn't seem to get injured?
I'd like to know that, because the only time I've seen Asia Wilson out was due to a concussion.
Yeah.
And that was earlier this year. She missed 3 games with a concussion.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But Asia keeps herself healthy, and I gotta applaud that. Speaking of applause, the game I did on Sunday.
Oh my God. I know where this is.
Let me tell you, the guys were with me when I did this game Sunday. It was the Fever and the Sun from Mohegan Sun Arena.
Yeah.
The emotions and Allie, you know this, being in the industry as long as you have, the emotions when you're following a team can go from here to here every game.
Yep.
Sunday, the Fever were down by 21, 3 separate times. And the next thing I knew, after being down 74-60, let's take it from there. 74-60, there were 6:38 left on the clock. And anyone who has called a game, covered a game, or whatever knows the emotions in you are going wild. Because the one side of your brain is logical, saying, okay, the Fever cut it under 20. They made a run. This is it. The other side is saying, finish this thing. Come all the way back and get it. From that point on, a 22-7 run, even the game. And I'm sitting here in my chair going, my brain's going, What? I mean, I'm sorry. They did what? Next thing I knew, we were tied at 77 at the free throw. They get a 3, lead 82-79. And part of me, you go through this alley, covering the women's court, you're like, okay, there's a dagger. Okay, that's a 3. That's a dagger.
Right.
With a minute left. How about Kelsey Mitchell responds with a 3-point play to tie the game at 82 apiece?
How about it?
I'm sitting here in my chair going nuts. My wife comes in and she says, what is going on? She looked at the score and she says, they tied the game? Uh-huh. Do you think they're going to overtime? I don't think I have any strength for overtime. They went to overtime.
Well, you don't have any strength, but they sure as hell did.
99-93 was the final. Kelsey, 38 points. They lose Sophie Cunningham to a knee injury, which puts Indiana at bare bones operation because of all the nasty injuries. Allie, your thoughts on that incredible comeback win by the Indiana Fever?
Oh my God. Such determination I have never seen. And the thing is that it was the most exciting thing to watch this team pull together, get the ball to Kelsey Mitchell every time. And she came through. Right now, I'll tell you, we are all on Sophie Cunningham, MRI watch. And the thing is, without Sophie and her ability to be that aggressor, as well as being the type of scorer she is, and I don't know why the Fever is holding back on, because they should have had these results like Sunday, right?
Yeah.
They should have
scheduled for tomorrow, yesterday, to get the MRI.
Yeah, and
should have been done.
There should have been some word. However, the thing is that this week is a real light schedule, in the sense that they don't play till Friday. And unfortunately, they're playing with the Minnesota Lynx. So
and that's in Indianapolis. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Now that's I'm predicting that is an astonishing game. And we'll see, because they're doing a double with Minnesota over the weekend. They're
doing a home and home. Friday
home.
It's in Indy, and Sunday it's in Minneapolis. And of course, both of those games will be heard and seen right here on Snowman Multimedia as we follow the Fever all season long. It's been fun covering them. It's been emotional as all get out with all the injuries and all of the talk about the referees. Dear God in heaven, don't get me started on that.
Oh my God. Let's not get.
Allie, you've seen it. Dog, you've seen it. Victor, you've seen it with the referees. And I said it's Sunday, and people thought I was crazy until they saw the second half of the game. I think the Indiana Fever have a big fat target on their back.
They do.
And the biggest reason is not even on the floor. Biggest reason, of course, is number 22, Caitlin Clark.
That's right. Yeah.
They got a big fat target on their back.
And unfortunately, this is what I was telling the Snowman during that broadcast, is that if there is a target on the Fever's back, they have the best cover, because right now there's so much media hype around Caitlin that anyone that tries to bring up the unfair calls against the Fever could either be explained away by homerism or just Caitlin Clark, over Caitlin Clark hype.
Yes.
That the only reason why anyone would sit there and complain about the referees is because of the fact that they want Caitlin Clark to win everything.
Now, I never said, and speaking of that debate, I had a comment come to me. A very negative one, saying basically mocking me for liking Caitlin Clark and saying someone else. Oh, there's more, Allie. There's more.
Oh boy.
Saying
I'm listening.
that saying that she was mediocre, that she wasn't good, and that she's not the star of the league right now.
Was it a male or female who gave you?
I told this gentleman, look,
okay,
if you want better optics, Caitlin Clark has to be on the floor because she moves the needle for the league, period.
Yep.
And he comes back to me and he says, how can you prove that? Look at the ratings.
Look at the attendance.
How sharp of a difference. And Allie talked about it here. Hey, she didn't say it anywhere else because no one else wants to hear the truth. She said here. There's a 50% drop in viewership if Caitlin Clark is not on the floor.
That's right. Yeah. And that's been proven this year. And I mean, the ratings are still up 21% over last year. Now, with Caitlin Clark on the field, that's usually risen to about 75% more. But that's how that's how this game is. Now, we've got an interesting scenario developing that maybe is pointing to Caitlin Clark's return. Do you want to? Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. Now, while we're on Sophie Cunningham watch, we've got an interesting scenario. Okay. Caitlin Clark has missed 13 games. And as well as the WNBA All-Star game.
Yep.
Now, yesterday, the Fever released Kira Lambert, who had been signed to a 7-day hardship contract.
Yep.
And she was in the game for the final 4 seconds of overtime. You saw that. And so now the question is, does that release of Kira Lambert signify that we might get number 22 back? Because they haven't signed anybody else in the ensuing 24 hours.
Nope.
And there just might be a possibility that this possible scenario means that, boy, if they could get her back against the Lynx, what do you think, man? And Nafisa Collierless Minnesota Lynx might just be a great matchup for the Fever. And who knows? This just might happen.
And not only that, the Fever own a win over Minnesota in the Commissioner's Cup final.
They do.
That was in Minneapolis, 0.1, 0.2, minus Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm. Now
Collier went off in that game. Okay, Nafisa Collier is Nafisa Collier.
Yeah,
but it's the defense of the Indiana Fever that has turned this team around. And boy, that defense ride to the rescue in the second half and overtime on Sunday. Now, another point here is you gave to me the statue of Seattle's Sue Bird.
That's right. Sue Bird, 20 years in the WNBA. She spent her entire 20-year career in Seattle. She is now the first WNBA member to get her own statue outside of Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. And it's a really cute statue. It depicts Bird in her signature ponytail. Interestingly enough, and Sue Bird commented on this, she, instead of the pose of a pass to represent her record in assists or a jumper to represent clutch buckets, instead, the statue sees Bird gliding in for a layup.
Yep.
Well, why was that? her very first points in the WNBA. That was at Key Arena, if you remember that. As a rookie, it was on a layup.
It was a layup.
And the very final points in the WNBA at Climate Pledge were on a layup.
Was on a layup.
That's why.
That's the logo they have of her on the floor.
Yes.
The logo they have of her on the floor in each corner.
That's right. And I mean, she's earned all of it.
Oh, yeah,
she was the number 1 pick in the 2002 draft. Think of how young we were at that time, Brian.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I was still in high school.
Oh, God.
2002.
Oh, wow.
2002. I watched Sue Bird's career at Connecticut. Legendary, okay?
Yeah.
2002, I just graduated high school.
Oh, my God.
Victor and I were just getting started with the show, basically.
Yeah.
Because we were at Chicago State at the time, and that's where I met in 2002. Dear God, I'm old.
God.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was still hooping in high school.
23 years later, Sue Bird spent her entire 20-year career in Seattle. She gets a statue outside of the old Key Arena, out of Climate Pledge Arena, which before that was Key Arena.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that before that was the Seattle Center Coliseum.
Right.
All they did was blow up the Coliseum, and they made it bigger. When the Sonics came back home from Tacoma to Key Arena, and then the Bulls showed up. Of course, that was 1996. Then the Bulls showed up. We know the end of that story. Now they've turned it to Climate Pledge Arena, and on a later date, I'm going to unleash about the NBA needing to bring back the Seattle Supersonics right now.
I'm all for that. I think it would be a wonderful idea. It could very easily happen. Let's just talk about what Sue Bird did for this career. She's the WNBA's all-time leader in games played with 580 minutes, 18,079. I think she was the all-time leader in assists with 3,234, and get this, 13 all-star selections. 13.
You couldn't have an all-star game without Sue Bird.
Yeah.
It's like the NBA. You couldn't have an all-star game without Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and of course the king of them all, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be an all-star game. You can't have an WNBA all-star game without Sue Bird.
Absolutely.
How did Cole say it, Snowman? How did Cole say it? You can't have all-star weekend without an all-star.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You can have all-stars. And once you see that ponytail on the floor, just like with Caitlin Clark, it's trouble. Love Sue Bird. Absolutely adore Sue Bird as a person and as a player.
She ignited the league. And the thing is, I'm hoping that this will allow other teams to consider such accolades. My vote is that Diana Taurasi get a statue outside Phoenix.
Outside of America West Arena. Yes, I'm using the original name. It's America West Arena. Diana Taurasi deserves a statue.
Absolutely.
Tamika Catchings deserves a statue.
Outside Indiana Fever. Outside of Cambridge.
You know who deserves 2 statues? I think you know this. I think you know where I'm going, Allie, and I think you know this name very well. Candace Parker.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. Candace deserves a statue outside of the United Center or Wintrust Arena. I would love to see her and Michael Jordan outside of United Center.
Wouldn't that be awesome to see a statue of 2 of the greatest men's and women's basketball next to each other, Candace Parker and Michael Jordan?
What's more,
I'd be through there taking pictures in a hurry.
She would. I'll tell you, the thing that that I look to is that she's also a Chicago native.
Yes.
Yeah. My boyfriend Greg's kids went to school with her in Naperville Central. It's so crazy. But it's so fitting. I mean, they should have a statue in front of Naperville Central as well if they could manage that.
They
should be Candace Parker floor at Naperville Central. You know,
I didn't know who I heard all the ballyhoo of Candace Parker while I was covering the public semifinals at the old UIC Pavilion. I knew about the ballyhoo of Candace Parker. Candace Parker was an athlete I was watching. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the game. We're in between games. We're getting ready for the second game. And this cute girl sits next to me and says hi. I said hi. I turn around and I nearly drop out of my chair. This is Candace Parker. So what do you think I did between games? I gave her a headset and we had a conversation.
Absolutely.
like what Jim Durham did with Johnny Red Kerr. Johnny was doing this thing and Jim said, "You want a headset?" They were together 20 years.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
But you want to talk about influences? Candace Parker is indeed one of them. You know who else should have a statue? Let's go outside the Toyota Center in Houston. That entire first team that won the first 4 titles.
The Houston Comets,
including Cynthia Cooper, including the late great Kim Perrott, who died of breast cancer.
Yes.
Tina Thompson, and look. I would not want to go up in the post against Tina Thompson. No, I'm not doing that.
There's actually been quite a bit of talk about bringing back the Houston Comets, also the Cleveland Rockers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
the Comets should have never gone away. That was their first dynasty until they lost to the Sparks in 2002.
Right.
Because after 2002, the WNBA decided to interfere and they folded the Houston Comets for some stupid reason, which didn't make me happy at all because that was my first favorite team, the Houston Comets.
Well, how could it not be? I mean, there were so many superstars on that team and people who became so influential in the WNBA. I mean, this is an incredible group. And as I believe we have talked about this before, the Connecticut Sun is for sale.
Yes.
And there is a lot of questions right now as to where they're going to go. They are discussing quite a number of different sites for it. Number one appears to be Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's a thought, but they didn't. Boston did not submit an expansion proposal within the deadline, and so they would. There's another group that is rumbling about this. Now, the Sun had reached an agreement last month to sell ownership of the team to former Celtics minority owner Steve Pagliuca, who would look to relocate the franchise to Boston. That's out of the AP. Sources told ESPN just recently that the league would consider a potential Boston team in a later round of expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And that new Celtics owner, Bill Chisholm, would be the league's preferred owner for a WNBA franchise. And here's the other thing in favor of it. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey played college basketball at Harvard and has been trying to help bring a WNBA team to Boston. Mm-hmm. And she's already been in communication with Chisholm. So it's such a pivotal moment at this time for the Connecticut Sun. I mean, I'm all for somebody like the Mohegans getting and keeping that franchise. However, it's been a money loser for them for some reason for a while. That's why they're selling, which is tragic, and I don't understand it.
With the success that the Connecticut Sun had before this season, they have not, as you said, Allie, turned a profit.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
One thing that would make this sale to Boston, put everything on the map. Let's go back a couple of weeks. Sun and Fever played at TD Garden in Boston,
and they sold the house.
19,456.
Imagine.
In Boston.
Yeah.
In Boston. Now, if this sale goes through and they buy the Sun and they put the proper pieces together, who's to say that they won't be one of the teams like Indiana, like Golden State, like Las Vegas, that won't sell the house every night?
They would. The appetite for basketball is huge in Boston. And what's more, it's a beautiful destination city. I said, if I didn't live in Chicago, I would live in Boston if I could afford it.
Right.
It's literally the only other city that I would feel as comfortable in. I visited there several years ago, and I was just like, oh, I love the Red Sox. I love much more so than I do the Yankees. That's
New York.
Yeah, and it. I just.
It's funny. It's fun though. Seeing the growth and the interest of women's basketball. We can talk about it just in the last 2 years, and we all know why. We discussed that earlier. But over time, the interest in women's basketball has exploded.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get bigger.
I mean, if they end up moving the team to Boston, the Garden can host them. I mean, we got plenty of room.
With the explosion of popularity due to the fact that the big two, and let's be honest, it is two, whether we want to admit or not.
It is.
It's Angel and Caitlin. It's both of them.
Yeah.
Then you also bring Sabrina Ionescu. You also have Nafisa Collier. And I wanted to ask again.
Asia Wilson and the rest.
Right. And I've asked this question a couple of times. I don't know if I asked it to Allie about the lack of promotion that some of these teams have for their stars. Because if people want to sit there and complain, oh, it's all about Caitlin, then why don't you get mad at your teams that are not promoting your stars?
Thank you. Thank you, Victor.
I think, Victor, it's a large part due to whatever marketing budgets they have to get that word out. There also endorsements by individual players. There's right now the question of promoting individual players. I'd like to see it. For an example, let me just think for a second. The let's say the Washington Mystics and Kiki Arafin. Come on, let's talk that. Let's talk about their fantastic group of rookies that they have on this team. Sonia Citron, come on, let's really promote them. They have a golden opportunity to make them as popular and as important to the league as Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, who are, and they've done some, but I don't think it's been enough.
No.
let's make sure that they've got the right sponsorships, which can lead to more and more and more promotion. I can just see how great it would be. I would like a Kiki Raffendahl personally. I have a Chicago Bulls Barbie. I also have a Chicago Cubs Barbie. Now, understand, I never play with them. I just have them on display.
Yep.
What?
She just collects them the same way I collect stuff like this because my beautiful wife found this one for me. I got about 4 or 5 different cups that I use, and you all know what's in them half the time. Speaking of Barbie, the PWHL has a Barbie now.
They sure do, thanks to Tim Hortons. This Barbie doll is available now, and they are geared up and ready to hit the ice. I'm reading this from their promotions department. Okay, it's complete with a very important for the kiddies out there, a protective helmet.
Yep.
They are vibrant pink, purple, and teal hockey jersey. They're outfitted in hockey pants with a hockey stick, skates, and they're designed for everybody 3 years and up, just in time for Pee-wee hockey. They should be in every single store, to my mind. And for every Barbie that the PWHL sells, they are going to donate. What is it? 5? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for putting that up. See? I love that. Thank you. They're going to donate $5 in Canadian dollars to the Grindstone Foundation, and it's helping girls with financial barriers access the game they love. This is like what the Blackhawks do at their practice arena. They host all kinds of really great, like Pee-wee games and things like that, just to make sure that everybody has access to hockey. Don't we love that? Now, if they would also create a doll that's Native American, I would like that, because we do have a few Native Americans in the group. I would like to see that it's not just the blondes. Kind of looks like Kendall Schofield, doesn't it? It does, but it's an exciting development for the PWHL, which is starting up relatively soon. It's going to.
I think November 29th is going to be the date that season 3 starts, and now they have 8 teams instead of 6 because they go west and northwest to Vancouver, British Columbia, and Seattle, Washington. That's going to be
right. I want Chicago to have a PWHL team. I see no reason.
The next round of expansion should be to Chicago.
Yes.
The next round of expansion should be to Chicago, period, because these fans are starving for hockey.
Yes.
Okay? And myself, been a Blackhawks fan since 1985. Thank you, Doug Wilson. I'll tell you the story. Yep.
Sweet Dougie.
I'll tell you all the story of how I became a Blackhawks fan. My first favorite team was the Edmonton Oilers because I love Wayne Gretzky, Paul Coffey, Mark Messier. Of course, first favorite goalie is Grant Fuhr.
Of course.
One night in 85, I went to bed and I heard that the Oilers were leading the Blackhawks 4-1. I heard that before I went to bed. And I said, okay, Edmonton's going to win. I wake up and my mother's radio is on and they're playing a sound from the game of the crowd roaring. I said, what the? Went in, WIND, thank you very much. I said, Mom? She says, listen. And then I heard, and the Blackhawks come all the way back to win 6-4. I went back and laid in my bed and went, what? Then I saw the highlights. Doug Wilson had a hat trick in 10 minutes in that third period. That's how I became a Blackhawks fan, because they beat my first favorite team, the Edmonton Oilers, who were the champs at the time. So Chicago is a hotbed for hockey, okay? Yeah. And there's a place that I used to work in Chicago called Johnny's Ice House.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a ton of games there. The old place and the old house and the new house. Seen a ton of games, a ton of games there. So Chicago should get a PWHL franchise in the next round of expansion. The next round of expansion for the PWHL is going to work a lot better than the round of expansion for the WNBA, because the PWHL is ready.
Mm-hmm.
In the key area financially. They waited to see the success of their first 2 seasons. And now, with the interest coming in from Vancouver, and they're going to use the Rogers Place up in Vancouver, Seattle's playing at Climate Pledge Arena, and that holds 17,000. The place up in Vancouver holds about 19,000. Look, this is going to be off the charts in the next 5 years.
I can't wait. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. With so much interest. I mean, when you look at who's been on the roster for the Winter Olympics, when you look at so many of the individuals, the women who have made the Hockey Hall of Fame over the last several years,
yes.
And decades, it's amazing. You know who was one of the first women to go in? Was a Chicago native, Cammie Granado. She was one of the first. So I see absolutely no reason why this can't actually fly. And I would love to see that. Before we go, I've got to make mention, because singles matches are beginning in New York on August 24th. It is that Venus Williams is making her return to tennis via the U.S. Open after a 2-year absence. And she is going to be the second oldest woman to ever compete at Flushing Meadows. And she is 45 years old.
And she can still bring it.
She can. She did.
She can still. I hope Venus Williams somehow pulls off what Tiger Woods did 6 years ago in 2019 at the Masters.
Oh, would that be great or what?
That would be a headline maker.
The last person, the oldest one ever, was Renee Richards, who, by the way, was a transgender female.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Richard Raskin, Dr. Richard Raskin, before. And I followed this story when I was little. She created a real career for herself after that on the women's tennis circuit. Now, she was never number one, but she was 47 when she competed back in 1981. And if you think about that, when you think of the brouhaha that's been made over the thought of women, transgenders in women's sports.
Oh, yeah.
When you think of how long ago that was, 44 years ago? And she just went ahead and did it. Why can't we do that today? It's ridiculous. Let's say that
the reason for me is fear. The reason for me is fear. And I can speak from experience, people living scared. Hey, I did it for 3 years after my surgery. I can admit it a lot. A matter of fact, I did it longer than that. I did it for several years after my bad relationship, and after my child passed away, Donna.
Yeah.
Living in fear is not the way to be. All right.
Mm-hmm.
From the heart, living in fear is not the way to be.
That's what isn't that what Johnny Blaze said in the first Ghost Rider? You can't live in fear.
Can't.
Nope. You cannot live in fear. You thrive when you live in hope and positivity. And that is the very definition of Venus Williams. She had last year, she had surgery to remove uterine fibroids, and she missed all the season. However, a year later, she competed for the first time since March of 2024 at the Miami Open, and she became the oldest woman to win a tour-level singles match since Martina Navratilova in Wimbledon at age 47. And she also won a doubles match at the DC Open. So when you think about it, she's such an inspiration, Venus Williams is, for everybody who is considered too old to be a participant. And the thing is that people are staying healthier longer these days. They're living longer these days. I have a 98-year-old mother to prove that. I'm like, what am I going to do with the next 30-some years?
Listen, I'm proof of that. I beat cancer.
Yes.
And I always will say we, because a whole bunch of people, Allie, Shane, Victor included, were giving me positive vibes and positive prayers. But folks, we kicked cancer's ass. Period.
Yes. We did.
We kicked its ass. And I'm still
Big
here.
round of applause. You are. And so much of that is, having the right treatment at the right time, early detection, early detection.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, my late husband beat stage 4 kidney cancer back almost 40 years ago now, and he had 30 plus more years of life because he found the right treatment, and which everybody said he had maybe a 10% chance of survival. And so much of it was, I don't want to not be around for my kids. He had 10, ultimately 11 with us. And he was just so positive about it. He was determined. He was under 40 when that happened. So he was able to live out his life. And, he was given an additional 30 plus years.
Isn't that wonderful?
My God.
Wonderful. I'm hoping for 40. I'm hoping for 40 more.
You're doing it.
I'm 3 years in from beating cancer. I'll close with this, and I'll tell you all the story. The day we found out I was in remission was February 15th, 2023. I already gave the boys the clue that I'm not going to be in until like 9 or 10 because got to go see my doctor. And went to see the doctor, and there was just this odd feeling with me when I was sitting there. I was jumpy, I was nervous. And then Jody said we were going to wait until his anniversary, which is April 4th, to see if he's in remission. And my doc looked at me and said, he's already in remission. And we're like, what? He said, he said, yeah, you're already in remission. I was jumping up and down and dancing like a fool. From the office to the car, I was dancing like a fool. And I can't dance worth a lick, but I didn't care. When you get news like that,
that praise dance came right out in real life.
When Shane hit it. When I
know what you're looking for.
When I got news that I beat cancer and I was in remission, this happened in the office. That's what we did all the way home.
Stank leg and all.
I got on the show and blurted it out. I couldn't hold it.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold it. I was that happy. And
Yeah.
we got to get out of here. Allie, thank you, my dear, so much for joining us. Always bringing the fire, always bringing the heat, especially with women's sports. And as I promised, we're going to do a lot more of it because when the WHL kicks up, you'll see me and this redhead on the call. That's a promise.
All right.
That's a promise
Excellent.
to keep. I wasn't prepared last year. I was worn out. I was burnt out. I'm ready to go this year. Thank you, my dear.
Right.
We love
you guys. Love you too, all of you guys. You have a great week.
You too. We'll talk to you next week. That'll do it for us. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. We love you. So long, everybody. Tomorrow, more football stuff, more sports stuff, and yes, a bronze sexual confession. So long, everybody.